students now! Hands off our students now! Release Mahmoud Khalil now!
Release Mahmoud Khalil now!
Release Mahmoud Khalil now!
US President Donald Trump made bold and controversial comments on Monday about the arrest of Mahmoud Khalil, a Palestinian activist and recent Columbia University graduate. Trump declared that Khalil's arrest was the first arrest of many to come as part of a broader crackdown on what he called pro-terrorist, anti-Semitic, anti-American activity among students across US college campuses. The remarks made in a post on Truth Social expressed Trump's commitment to rooting out individuals he accused of supporting terrorism. He stated, and I quote, "We know there are more students at Columbia and other universities across the country who have engaged in pro-terrorist, anti-Semitic, anti-American activity, and the Trump administration will not tolerate it." Trump went on to assert that many of these activists were not students but paid agitators working with a nefarious agenda. The White House amplified Trump's comments with a controversial post on X that simply stated Shalom Mahmoud, using the Hebrew word for goodbye. This message, alongside Trump's rhetoric, was met with widespread backlash from free speech advocates and civil rights groups. Khalil, a permanent US resident and green card holder, was arrested by federal immigration authorities over the weekend. The 26-year-old activist, who grew up in a Palestinian refugee camp in Syria, was a key figure in the pro-Palestinian protests at Columbia University last year. He served as a lead negotiator for the Gaza Solidarity Encampment, working to mediate between students and university administrators. Mahmoud's wife, who's 8 months pregnant with their child, was present during his arrest. The arrest was reportedly carried out by US Immigration and Customs Enforcement, that is ICE agents, on Saturday night after the US State Department ordered the revocation of his green card. According to reports, ICE agents entered Khalil's university apartment building, located just a few blocks from Columbia's main campus in New York City, and took him into custody. Just a day before his arrest, he had reached out to Columbia University for help, explaining that he was a target of a dehumanizing doxing campaign led by Columbia affiliates. In an email sent to university's interim president Katrina Armstrong, Khalil urgently requested legal support and protection, fearing for his safety. He wrote, and I quote, "I haven't been able to sleep fearing that ICE or a dangerous individual might come to my home." His request, however, was not acted upon in time. In a response posted online, Armstrong denied the university's involvement in the situation, saying that rumors suggesting Columbia leadership had requested ICE's presence on campus were false. Khalil's arrest has sparked outrage, particularly among free speech advocates and legal groups. Critics argue that the detention violates constitutional rights and amounts to an egregious violation of the First Amendment. Some have even referred to it as a weaponization of immigration law against political activists. Khalil's case has become a flashpoint for concerns about the intersection of political activism, free speech, and the US immigration system. The Columbia Palestine Solidarity Coalition, better known as a CPSC, issued a press release asserting that Mahmoud's abduction is part of a broader, systematic effort to silence student activists. This week, Columbia University was informed that it stands to lose over $400 million in federal funding, despite ongoing attempts over the past several months to placate the federal government's McCarthy-like assault on higher education and pro-Palestinian views, according to a statement of CPSC. Khalil was initially thought to have been taken to an immigration detention facility in New Jersey, but his wife later confirmed she could not locate him there. By Monday morning, it was confirmed that he was being held at the LaSalle detention facility in Louisiana. As the legal battle intensifies, a judge has set a hearing for Wednesday in Manhattan Federal Court to consider Khalil's challenge to his detention. The case has already drawn widespread attention, with many fearing that it could set a dangerous precedent for the treatment of activists and political dissent in the United States.